Hey, what's going on? Mr. Dave here on the rock pile. Back from the torturous Shotcrete day, and still got my nagging cough, which is very annoying. We got the Shotcrete done, as my very tired video showed, and I've been here the last couple days. Took the day after Shotcrete to rest, but just thought I'd walk and show you what happens. We take the pegboard off, and we have little voids, and it's to be predicted and to be expected. The Shotcrete machine is a rather aggressive big 2-inch hose, and it just goes and blows. And you know, we try our best to set it up so the Shotcrete nozzleman can aim and point and get things filled up, but there's lots of little voids. We're going to scrape that out, punch in some of these little spots and see if there's a big hole in there. Here's a big one. He shot it from the back side this way. We had their pegboard here, and you can just see as we open it up, there's cavities. So we're going to be filling those up. And you'll also notice these lines that you get from these pieces of pegboard that actually are really cool. They set you up for some nice cracking and striations. You can use them and take advantage of that in your design work when you start shaping it out. So this is the hole between the cathedral rock, I've been calling it. We're going to have a little waterfall come down here and then drop in. I'm going to put a stone up there, but it's going to be a tight fitting stone. I'll put plastic on both sides, visqueen, and put a blob in there and just make it into a little rock, and it'll be like a dam rock to slow the water flow coming down. And that goes inside, hopefully. And so you can even see like the rebars right here. So we're going to be getting in there and just patching all these things, cleaning them out, patching them up. We got our little table rock structure here, which is pretty cool. It's all going to be a bench. Undercut, we got pegboard underneath there. We're going to cut that out, and we'll be able to get that all nice and cleaned up and patched in. Got some planters in here. These are going to be put, artificial plants will be put in, foam out, seal them up, and I might even put a little lump over on this side, kind of like this, to sort of mimic some kind of a negative spot that would be there for a plant. Did the pre-overhang stuff over here. The pegboard's in there, I think, some of it anyway, so we'll pop that out. But that's a nice little feature that we have here. We got our nice preset stuff. It's got all the shapes and then scratch. Chris Felt was dialing this whole thing in real nice, and so this will be real good for adding on our texture coats. Up here is the big pond on top, and that's going to be again spackled and shaped and smoothed off so we can get a nice good waterproofing thing going on. We got our little bench that's going to come up to about 8 inches. Speaker in the corner. Again, we're going to fill in all these spots. I didn't take any of this roof stuff down. I was just focused on stuff I could reach, and you want to cut this all this stuff off. You guys saw this in the last video when I was huffing and puffing. There's the crack, there's a hole where the waterfall is going to come in. We actually have a little window in here that is going to be for the slide. So that's the slide coming down and into the buoy and going under a waterfall. All these little areas we're going to patch. We're going to pop this off and clean everything up, fill in all the cracks, fill in the voids with stuff, and do some shaping. That's what's kind of fun. We're not racing to get everything done on Shotcrete day. We got our time. We can take some time now and get her done little by little, and to be, you know, artsy-fartsy, as it were. I use a grinder to cut off these wires that hold all this together, and then when the panel comes out, I come back and cut the itty-bitty little pieces of wire that are still sticking out. So I cut everything off with an angle grinder with a metal cutting disc on it. Got our nice steps so we can get in and out, which is really nice. You can see the voids. We got these holes. We're gonna pop in there and work in stuff. This is going upside down, so we're gonna have to work it in carefully, little by little. We could string a little bit of chicken wire across here and then work it in, and that would be able to hold it a little better. Got all this stuff off. Always find those little pieces of wire sticking out, so I need to get rid of those. We got our steps done, yay! Let's see if I got enough memory in my phone to get this going. Made a little step here so you can boulder on up to the top of this thing. I got the pegboard off here so it's not as pokey with the wires and everything. I added another step and changed the elevations a little bit, so now we have more steps than we did before. So the rise isn't quite as high. It's still pretty high, but not as bad. I added this piece of steel right here and this so we could get a higher handhold rock. This is going to be, it'll look like a big piece of flagstone on the end. Slide trough going down, the big pond on top over here, which will be cool. You can look into the cathedral rock down through the roof here, which is awesome. And the window over there. This is going to all be cleaned up. We're going to get things out real nice. Sorry about the cough. Overflow diversion. Going to come over here and fill up this big bathtub. It's pretty big. You can kind of see that. It's got probably 12, 14, 13 inches of water we're going to have in that whole area, which will be cool. A few spots still need a little attention. We're going to put that in with spec mix mixed with concrete. Work it in with our hands, and get it going that way. I'm kind of going over the same stuff I kind of went over before. This roof fell in. It was burlap, and sometimes can happen, but it worked out good because we put a lot of the rebound that was extra down in there, and we'll just put diamond lath underneath it and tie wire that up, and then just fill that all in with concrete, and it'll be encased forever. So over here I've got sorry, I'm gonna build this up, and I just get 2 layers of chicken wire and I kind of work it in and let it go off, and then I can come back with spec mix, the mortar mix, and just really sculpt this out and build things out, get some lumps and bumps and get it to go into a natural shape. And the same thing over in that little pocket. Gonna fill that in. Again, the little spots that we couldn't quite get to, little areas that will be filled in. And this is the waterfall that goes into the pool from a 3-horse motor and a 3-inch feed line. So it's going to be rocking. This is over the slide. There'll be a waterfall there again from that 3-inch feed to this starting pond, which is right here. I'll poke the camera in there and you'll see how deep it is. It's not too deep. I'm going to get my arm all the way down in there. Drain pipe, 3-inch feed. That's just going to well up and go over this weir. One of the terms I learned doing this. So anyways, you got the idea. Pretty crazy big monstrosity. And I've been able to do a little bit of work, just kind of trying to pace myself and allow my muscles grow back a little bit. That was brutal. So I look forward to getting the patching going. We'll show you a little bit of that coming up. And in the meantime, remember to be thankful and forgiving. Be grateful, and life's easier. It is hard sometimes to do that when life kicks you in the gut with medical stuff or financial stuff, but you just try and hang in there. Can take those thoughts captive. The Bible talks about taking those thoughts captive. Take those thoughts captive that aren't serving you. They're not helping you. They're hindering you. They're slowing you down. They're dragging you down. They're bogging you down. Take those negative thoughts captive and give them to God. Say, Lord, I can't do this. You take it. You know, the virus, the vaccines, the freedoms, all the stuff that's going on is very troublesome and definitely can get us a little bit stressed out. So let's be thankful and forgiving, and you get those 2 things going and you're in good shape. Get to know Jesus if you don't know him. Get him in your heart. He'll clean you up, but you got to ask him. He's a gentleman. He doesn't just barge in the door. So he knocks on your door. He knocks on the door of your heart, and you got to open it. But yeah, he'll clean you up. You can't be in the presence of perfection if you ain't perfect, and you get that cleanup from Jesus. He set that up for you. He sacrificed it, his life for us, and gave us a way to be in the presence of God. And he loves us crazy lots. So anyways, davehenderson.podia.com for how we do this stuff. Got free stuff you can pick up there, downloads, and for sale products that are a lot more thorough and comprehensive, and lots of cheap stuff. 29 bucks you can get a book, or do stuff like that, so it's nothing. But anyways, thanks for checking out my videos, and I'm sorry for coughing so much. It's 63 years old, many months of dialysis, 2 kidney transplants, and many medical adventures, but we're still going strong, making rocks. So you guys hang out there too. God bless you. May you make someone smile and laugh every day if you can. I try to do that. So God bless you guys. Until next time, we'll see you on the rock pile. Mr. Dave checking out. Bye.